Welcome to the Blend Talk. Ladies, addressing your mind, body, and spirit. Your spirit. All in an effort to make you whole. Coming together to heal your soul. Welcome to the Blend Talk. Ladies, addressing your mind, body, and spirit. Your spirit. All in an effort to make you whole. Make it whole. Coming together to heal your soul. It's time for the Blend Talk.
We're back and so excited to welcome special guest Denise Boutte. Some of you may know her from her role as Sasha Brown in the hit Tyler Perry TV series Meet the Browns, and she's also co-starred in a number of films, including Why Did I Get Married? Hello, Denise, how are you?
I'm great, thank
Good.
you.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You know, this is exciting for me because we met 20 years ago at a leadership conference.
But I'm only 21, so what, did we meet at like cheering sippy cups or something?
Yeah, I guess we're one because, you know, I guess I'm 21 too. But yeah, I mean, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I mean, how it just circles around.
Look, if you didn't have photos to prove it, I would have been like, no way. But no, here I am in my mom jeans and my favorite green shirt, and there you are. I'm just like, what in the world? Where do all those years go?
I know, I don't know. And we both were pre-med majors at the time.
Yeah, at the time.
Until
I caught my head and almost flunked out the first semester.
Oh my.
But LSU was fun, girl. LSU was very fun. So yeah, but no, that was amazing times, and I loved every bit of it. And you know what? I think that's a testament to the person I am today. There was always something that you couldn't foresee, all these amazing people that you would meet up with. And again, with certain things, especially when it came to career, I just followed whatever felt great. And to be selected for that program was totally amazing.
It was awesome.
How many girls was it? Do you
There
remember?
was like 30 of us. Yeah.
Nationwide.
And that was, it was an amazing
Nationwide.
honor because it was nationwide. So they picked the best of the
So we were
best.
kind of special, I must say. But yeah, that is fascinating how life brings you back to folks. So it's great to see you, and congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations on the show.
And congratulations to you too. Tell us how you got from pre-med to being this great, awesome actress.
Again, going with the flow. I, of course, like you said, started out in pre-med, and honestly, all I wanted to do was get off the farm, girl. I had no idea what it was that I specifically wanted to do in life. And when I got to LSU, I met all these amazing women from all these different places. And lo and behold, one of the girls in my dorm was in mass communications. And so what I did was I started interning. And every single time I talk to young folks, I'm always saying, intern, intern, intern.
Right.
You never know until you get actual on-the-job experience. So that was something that I mean, lo and behold, I started out at WBRZ, Channel 2, in Baton Rouge. And that was awesome for a time, but needless to say, when you're doing news, it's a lot of bad news. And I was just like, until, you know, if I can't do entertainment journalism, I don't know if I can actually do this.
Right.
So then I got accepted into another program in Dallas, Texas, and I went out there, and they were the ones that gave me my first job out of school. So 4 years, I figured things out, made sure I didn't flunk out because I need to keep my scholarship because I was not going back on the farm. And went to Dallas, Texas, and for 4.5 years, I was in advertising.
Wow.
And so the weird part was, for all of my clients, needless to say, from I.Am's Dog Food to Mary Kay to Pampers was the first one, the client showed up and we had cast a person to play with a baby all day on a blanket, all this stuff, and the clients come in and they're like, you know what? Denise actually has the look we're going for. She's the one that, you know, we think actually fits what we had in mind. And I was like, oh no, I'm a behind the scenes kind of girl, I don't do that. And my boss was like, oh yes, you will. Like today, you were gonna play with that baby, you're gonna have fun. I'm like, okay,
So
I guess
you
I
played
am.
with that baby.
And I pretended to have fun. So, and again, it just kept happening, and the last place it happened was at Fossil. That makes the purses and the watches. I was in charge of their interactive department, and they put up some of the pieces in several malls, and I got a call. A local agency brought me on, and I ended up having to make a decision. Am I going to continue to miss work for auditions and jobs, or am I going to stick with this? And my husband and I have been married for 6 months, and he was like, go.
Go for it.
Go. I'll meet you out there in another 6 months, and I mean, within a year and a half, here comes Why Did I Get Married and Tyler Perry.
Wow.
So-
Now, did you have a mentor during this time? Someone kind of guiding you and...
Not until I came to Los Angeles, I would say. My manager at that time, who is still my manager till this day, she was a former actress.
Okay.
And so what she did is she sold the company to her partner at the time, and he and I honestly are still together till this day. And he's not only my manager, he will give me the cold, hard truth, and I love him. His guidance and leadership, and he tells me about the hard knocks of this business, but has always been so encouraging. He and my husband are seriously my biggest fans till this day.
Oh my goodness, that is
Yeah.
so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what about Tyler Perry? Because we all want to know how it is working with Tyler Perry.
Oh my God, you know, Tyler is still to this day like a big brother to me. When I saw him in that audition room, let me tell you how savvy I am. So I go into the audition room and I go in for the callback, and I see this guy sitting in the front row. I know who Reuben Cannon is, and you know, I have, you know, these folks in this room, you know, 5 people in this room to, you know, make an impression on. And it was a really dramatic scene, and I was like, okay, this is supposed to be a comedy. I don't understand, but I'm just gonna roll with it. And he takes the sides from the casting director, gets up out of the chair, and begins reading with me. And honey, I just roll with it. I'm like, I don't know where this is going. I don't know who this guy is, but I am going to roll with it. And at the end, he takes his hand, he shakes my hand, and he's like, Denise, you are my Sasha. And at the time, there was another name, because I was not married to Will at the time. I think, again, I was side piece chick, kind of like in Why Did I Get Married? And which he changed at the first table
We might
read.
have to talk about that.
Yeah, trying to change my reputation. But needless to say, he like hands me, he gives me his hand, and the first thing I do is drop to my knees, and I'm like, my mama's gonna be so proud of me. And so I walk out, there's Lamont Rucker. He was like, what happened? I was like, he told me I had a job, but I guess he's gonna have to talk to Tyler, because I don't know how he can make a decision like that without talking to Tyler. Until
Just
that
like
day,
that.
I'd only known Tyler as Medea.
The door was open just like that.
So I didn't know. I had no idea that I was reading with the Tyler Perry. I thought the person who had offered me the job had to talk to Tyler. No, honey. Tyler is a one-man show. He makes the decisions.
Wow.
And he makes the calls. And so from that day on, honestly, he gave me a wonderful, safe environment to figure it out. Again, I'd only been here for a year and a half with no formal training. I mean, a few pretty interesting horror films under my belt, but yeah, until that moment. And so I was a newbie. Logan Browning and I were the ones who didn't have that much to show for, you know, on our resumes. And, you know, of course, David and Tamla had worked with him for years. Lamont Rucker had worked for years. And it was just an amazing experience. So I figured it out.
So what advice would you give to those who are aspiring to be an actress, who want to be where you are now?
First and foremost, don't think that it's an overnight thing. I think a lot of people go into entertainment because they think it's going to be the easy way out, or they see all these, you know, successful folks or whatever, and they see the results. They don't necessarily see the work that goes into it.
Right, it's a
and
process.
When it's a process. And when you're pounding that payment in between gigs, you got to sustain yourself, and you have to have belief and faith like nobody's business.
Right.
So when I, you know, for instance, here I am coming from corporate America, I know what time I'm getting up. I know pretty much what time I'm getting home. I know that I have a job to go to. With this, all you have is faith.
All you have is faith.
All you have is faith. If you
Stand
look
on
at
that faith.
everybody and you're looking at people, well, that person has a job, where's mine? It is not for you.
Right.
What is for you is for you. And if you become bitter because you're looking at other people that have what you want, you're going to get in trouble. All you can do is be happy for and supportive of the people that are around you and have that positive energy, because it's a roller coaster.
Right.
It is highs and it is lows. Your high is going to come again.
That's right. That's right.
But
Denise,
after
you
every
are
high,
talking to us.
honey, there is a valley, and you have to
Yes.
believe that you're going to come back. And again,
Yes, you do.
have the confidence and have the skill.
That's right.
Up until about, I'm going to say 3-4 years ago, I now have the life experience to pour into these challenging character roles.
Right.
But those challenges have filled me up with the bank that I need in order to transform properly.
Amen
and honey,
to that.
I know when I go on that set, I will bring it. I can. I shall. I will. Wow,
And
we
you
didn't know
do.
she was so versatile,
You do
baby.
bring
I got
it.
that. Okay,
and you
don't
are
play.
awesome. And this has
Thank
been
you.
great.
No!
And thank you so
Are we
much
done?
again. Yes, we are wrapping this thing up, and you have been great.
I told you you
Denise.
can't shut me up. That's why I went into mass
okay.
communication. I was like,
Yeah, that's
I
okay.
can talk for a living, baby.
That's
Sign
okay.
me up.
Well, we thank you for being so open and generous, and that was
Absolutely.
just so inspiring.
Thank
you know,
you.
and I'm so happy for
Thank
you
you.
and happy that you're inspiring others.
Give me that,
Coming
girl.
up, we have another amazing guest who's taking her father's legacy of giving to the next level by helping kids reach their full potential. We'll be right back. This is The Blend.
It's not